Square Enix wants to remake everything in the world besides Chrono Trigger for some... I don't know, who knows?
Give me Chrono Trigger now, Square!
We have your daughter. Apparently Square has a radio show on their YouTube channel in Japan. I don't know anything about this. I don't speak Japanese, so why would I be watching that? But apparently they talked about the HD, the 2D, HD, 2D, whatever it's called thing. You know what it is. The Octopath Traveler style of graphics, the 2D sprites in the 3D world. It looks really nice. It looks super cool. We also have that in Project Triangle Strategy, or just Triangle Strategy now is what it's called. And then we also have Live Alive, which they're like, we're doing, look, more HD 2D. Isn't that awesome? That's great. But apparently in this radio show, Square Enix employees talked about, hey, Square wanted us specifically to remake Super Nintendo games in this new art style. They wanted us to, we created this art style, let's do more with it. So they got a list of games together, and Live Alive was for some reason the top pick. I don't know, maybe it has to do with terms of like what the visuals in the game looked like originally, etc. Blah blah blah. ActRaiser was up there as well. We've already had the ActRaiser remake before. I can't remember what it was called, but it came out last year. I think near the end of last year. It looked great. I mean, it looked all right, not great. Sorry, whoa, got ahead of myself there. But hey, it's ActRaiser, new ActRaiser. There you go. You like ActRaiser? Fantastic. Live Alive looks really cool. Super excited to play that. Side note, it looks awesome. Was not available in Japan. It's a Japanese exclusive Square Enix RPG that's coming over to America for the first time in this new art style. But they said Square wants them to do more Super Nintendo games in this art style. I would absolutely love a Chrono Trigger remake, not specifically in its art style, really. I wish they would give it the full treatment that it deserves. Maybe not as much as Final Fantasy VII Remake. That seems like an insane undertaking. We're not gonna have that game finished for years and years. We got part 1. God knows how long it's gonna take to complete the story. I don't know. I'm not asking for that. Don't want that. But you gave us Trials of Mana, the Trials of Mana remake, which again was a Japanese exclusive RPG. I loved it. I loved the Trials of Mana remake. Played it live on Twitch. Absolutely fantastic game. One of my favorite games of 2020. Was that when it came out? 2019? I don't remember what year it came out, but I loved it so much. Talked about it many times on YouTube, and like I said, played it on Twitch. Had a great time. I would like something along the lines of that. It doesn't look too hard to make. You already have the engine from Trials of Mana. You really could just, you know, kind of be like, all right, well, let's just create new assets within this engine. Like, it doesn't seem too hard to do. I'm not a technical guy here, okay? We know that. Look at me, all right? I'm a caveman. You already spent time creating the engine for Trials of Mana. Can we just say, hey, you know what? Let's just cram Chrono Trigger right in that engine. Just get it right in there. Just shove it in. I would love that. So much. That is a step above the 2D, HD 2D thing, I think. The HD 2D is like pretty much, it looks like a Super Nintendo game, but it's like poppy. It's like one of those pop-up books. You know when you're a kid, you got a book, you're reading it, okay, and then you get a pop-up book, you go, holy shit, it's a whole nother world. That's kind of like what HD 2D is. It's just an extra layer on top of that original game. But with Octopath Traveler and stuff, they have different visual things that are pretty cool that definitely weren't even close to possible on the Super Nintendo. But things like Live Alive look more like hey, it's that game, but now it's a pop-up book version of the game. I like that a lot. I would still love that if Square gave us Chrono Trigger, but I would love the full, you know, 3D model treatment of walking around in the world. You know, I just want that. I want that so much, but Square does not seem to give a fuck. They just do not care about Chrono Trigger for whatever reason. They're giving us a Chrono Cross remake for some reason. I don't know why. Chrono Trigger, I think, is sold double of what Chrono Cross is sold in compared to their lifetime sales. But for some reason, they said, you know what? Let's give them Chrono Cross. Maybe because it didn't sell well, but I've heard the reason why they don't want to do a Chrono Trigger remake or haven't done anything with Chrono Trigger in so long is because they are afraid it's not going to make money. But then you're going to focus on the sequel. It's, you know, sequel that made far less money, that you have no fan outpour for a remake. I don't get it, Square! I don't get it! I love Chrono Trigger, as you might have guessed. It is just a fantastic, insanely well-rounded RPG every way, shape, and form. So good. It had the fucking dream team of like 5 people, like Akira Toriyama and a bunch of other people. I can't remember this stuff right now, but it had a dream team of people working on it. And I don't know if they'd have to they don't want to pay these people or something like that because Akira Toriyama is on Square Enix's payroll, etc., etc. That might have something to do with it, but like, just get it together. Everybody wants Chrono Trigger. Everybody and their fucking mom wants Chrono Trigger. It is an absolute classic. Any person that calls themselves an RPG fan loves Chrono Trigger. And if you say you don't, you're not an RPG fan, and trust me, I'll find you. So please, Square, I know you're not seeing this, but can you just, for the love of God, Stop remaking all these random games that no one really wants or cares about, which I will be happy to play and I'm excited for, just didn't ask for it, and remake the one that everyone on the internet has been asking for literally years. That's like we've all been like, hey, could you actually remake Chrono Trigger? That would be great. And don't start before the video's almost wrapped up, but don't start with the actually if they remake it, they're gonna ruin it. They're actually gonna ruin Chrono Trigger, Sean. They're actually gonna destroy it. Like, so they're gonna come into your house, destroy your copy of Chrono Trigger on the DS, on the Game Boy Advance, PlayStation 1. Come on, I say Game Boy Advance, sorry. Super Nintendo, I'm gonna say that. They're gonna destroy it. They're just gonna snap that PlayStation 1 disc, go, nope, not today. Sorry, buddy. You're never playing that. We've destroyed it. We've actually destroyed it. No, the original Chrono Trigger will still be there for you to play whenever you want. That actually will, nothing will change in that regard. If you don't like the new Chrono Trigger, guess what, Skippy? You can say, well, I'm gonna play the original. It does nothing. It doesn't taint anything. It doesn't. We have this product and we have this product. If you don't like this product, you can have that product. If you like this product and you like this product, fantastic. You have two products to love. That's not, one doesn't overpower the. That's not how it works, sweetheart. But there you go. I hope to God we can get some Chrono with this news of Square Enix saying, hey, we want to remake more older RPGs. Hopefully. I'm praying, you know what I mean, with the Trials of Mana, maybe that was like a test for all this other stuff. Please, Square, please, I'm begging you, hands and knees, like I told Nintendo, mouth is open, you can pop it right in there, baby. If that's what it means to get a Chrono Trigger, go ahead. The execs, I'm waiting on a phone call. Let's get this done. The Beanie Boys are here. I love the Beanie Boys. If you want to be a Beanie Boy, you can support the channel for just 99 cents a month. That's not even $12 a year. By hitting the join button down below, it does help me out a lot, and I do appreciate it. But hey, if you don't want to do that, I appreciate you just watching, commenting, subscribing, even coming here to dislike and call me a sneaky poo-poo head. Anything you want to do, if you're involved in the channel in some sort of way, I love you. Fantastic to have you here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.